Annihilation is a 2018 science fiction horror film directed by Alex Garland, based on the 2014 novel of the same name by Jeff Vandermeer. The film stars Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Gina Rodriguez, Tessa Thompson, and Oscar Isaac. The story begins with Lena, a cellular biology professor and former soldier, mourning the disappearance of her husband, Kane, who went missing a year ago during a top-secret military mission. Lena is depicted as a dedicated scientist, teaching a class about cellular division when she is interrupted by a colleague who invites her to a barbecue. There, Lena is asked about her husband and explains that he is on a secret mission and has been gone for a year. Later that evening, Lena sits alone in her house, painting their bedroom with flashbacks of her and Kane together. Unexpectedly, Kane returns home but is disoriented, distant, and unable to remember anything about his mission. As Lena tries to get information from Kane about his whereabouts and well-being, he suddenly becomes severely ill, coughing up blood. On their way to the hospital, they are intercepted by a government security force and taken to a secret facility called Area X. At Area X, Lena meets Dr. Ventress, who reveals that her husband was part of a mission to investigate a mysterious phenomenon known as the Shimmer, an expanding, glowing barrier surrounding a coastal region that emerged after a meteorite impact. The Shimmer has swallowed up numerous military expeditions, including Kane's, and he is the only person to have returned alive, albeit in critical condition. Driven by her love for Kane and a desire to find a cure for his illness, Lena volunteers to join an all-female team of scientists led by psychologist Dr. Ventress on a new expedition into the Shimmer. The team consists of Lena, Dr. Ventress, paramedic Anya, physicist Josie, and anthropologist Cass. Before entering the Shimmer, they share their personal reasons for joining the mission. Ventress is terminally ill, Cass lost her daughter to leukemia, Josie is a loner with a history of self-harm, and Anya is a recovering addict. Upon entering the Shimmer, the team experiences a dreamlike and disorienting effect, causing them to lose all memory of their first few days inside. They find themselves at a campsite with no recollection of setting it up, and their equipment, including their communication devices, does not function properly. They also discover that time seems to move differently within the Shimmer. As they venture further into the mysterious zone, the team discovers a variety of mutated plants and animals, resulting from the Shimmer's ability to scramble and combine genetic information. They first encounter mutated plants that have taken on a humanoid form, growing and branching like people. Lena takes a sample, finding that the plants contain human Hox genes, responsible for controlling the growth and development of body parts. They then come across a boat lodged in a tree, indicating that the Shimmer affects not only living organisms, but also the environment itself. As they investigate the boat, they find the name USS Kane written on it, suggesting a connection to Lena's husband. Inside the boat, they discover evidence of previous expeditions, including journals and photographs, but no sign of the crew. The team encounters mutated crocodiles and bear-like creatures, which attack them at different points in their journey. During an encounter with a mutated crocodile, Lena is forced to reveal her military background to the others as she skillfully kills the creature. This revelation makes the other team members question her motives for joining the mission, and Lena admits that her husband was part of the previous expedition. In another harrowing encounter, Cass is killed by the mutated bear creature, leaving the group emotionally shattered. They discuss the need to stay focused on their mission as the Shimmer's disorienting effects seem to be intensifying. Despite the mounting challenges, the team pushes forward. The survivors reach an abandoned military base where they find a video of Kane's team, revealing that the previous expedition members had become paranoid and self-destructive. The video shows Kane urging his colleague to cut him open, revealing his writhing intestines, evidence of further mutations caused by the Shimmer. The team also discovers a swimming pool filled with mutated plants and the remains of the previous expedition members, including one whose body has transformed into a grotesque, flower-like mess. At the base, the group encounters a mutated human corpse that has fused with the wall, indicating that the Shimmer's effects can also alter human DNA. Lena takes a sample of the corpse's blood and analyzes it, discovering that the man's cells have been refracted and recombined with the cells of other organisms, similar to how light is refracted within the Shimmer. Tanya, already emotionally unstable from the earlier encounters, becomes paranoid and accuses Lena of hiding the truth about her husband. In a fit of madness, she ties up her teammates, but before she can harm them, the mutated bear creature that killed Cass appears, drawn by their fear. The bear mimics Cass's dying screams, disorienting the group. In the ensuing chaos, the bear kills Anya and mortally wounds Josie, who manages to kill the creature. Driven by her fascination with the Shimmer's effect on her body, Josie wanders off, and her body is transformed into a humanoid-shaped plant. Now alone, Lena and Ventress reach the lighthouse at the center of the Shimmer, where they discover a charred skeleton and a video camera. The camera footage reveals Kane's suicide and the creation of his duplicate. Lena also finds a crystal tree structure and otherworldly formation that further emphasizes the Shimmer's alien nature. Ventress, who is terminally ill and seeking answers, ventures further into an underground chamber beneath the lighthouse, while Lena follows her. Inside the chamber, Lena encounters Ventress, who reveals that the Shimmer is an alien force that is changing and assimilating everything it comes into contact with, including the team members. Ventress claims that the Shimmer's purpose is to annihilate and recreate, and she then disintegrates into a bright, amorphous mass of energy. As Lena watches in shock, a humanoid creature emerges from the energy mass and begins to mimic her movements. Lena tries to escape, but the creature mimics her every move, making it impossible for her to flee. The creature eventually takes on Lena's physical appearance, creating a perfect duplicate. Eventually, Lena manages to trick the creature by giving it a grenade. The creature, mimicking her actions, pulls the pin, and the explosion sets the lighthouse ablaze. The fire destroys the creature and spreads through the Shimmer, consuming it entirely. As the Shimmer collapses, the strange phenomena and mutations within it begin to revert to normal. Lena returns to Area X, where she is debriefed by her government handler, Lomax. She reveals what she has learned about the Shimmer's nature and the fate of her teammates, and Lomax informs her that the Shimmer has disappeared completely. During the debriefing, Lena explains that the Shimmer was like a prism that refracted everything, including DNA, and that it wasn't destroying but rather creating something new. Lena is allowed to visit Kane's duplicate, who has seemingly recovered from his illness. When she asks if he is the real Kane, he admits that he is not. As they embrace, Lena's eyes shimmer with the same alien energy that she encountered in the lighthouse, hinting that she too may be a duplicate created by the Shimmer. The film concludes with both Lena and Kane's duplicates standing together, their eyes glowing with the alien energy, suggesting that a part of the Shimmer still exists within them and that its effects on Earth might not be entirely over.